It drives us as humans to build these amazing things. The amazing things that we have around us, everything from the wheel to sending people to the stars. The stars. And rocket. I hope you're all well. We're going to do a little bit of a video now inside rather than outside. One thing I've noticed is that I need to sometimes draw a picture. And this is why Homeless Bob's here, sitting on my right shoulder. You can see Homeless Bob. Do you know Homeless Bob? He sometimes appears. Excuse me. Homeless Bob's going to teach us one or two things that I hope you're going to be interested in. Today, this is about urgency versus impatience, and the difference between urgency and impatience is very subtle. Someone came to me a little while ago and said they had a wonderful goal, and it's not a bad goal. They wanted to make £500,000 in a year through their business, but they had, rather than kind of what was going on in front of them, what was to do right now, they had impatience for the thing that was out there. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that, because when I spoke to this lady, she was able to resolve that really, really quickly, because I think I only said about 3 or 4 words. But today is going to be, I don't know, 10 minutes or so of conversation that you're going to have to listen to. And sadly, there's no Eva today. Eva's here, but can't be asked. Anyway, so Homeless Bob's going to have an idea. Let's see. Idea arrives. Idea arrives. And Homeless Bob's had an idea. Actually, this is kind of represents any person, really. It's kind of it represents someone who has an insight that says, I know what to do. We'll go do this. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Ping. And it opens people up. And it opens people up in a really, really special way. I don't know whether you've noticed that. When you've had great ideas, you open up, you get excited, you lighten, and all of a sudden, all sorts of possibilities appear in front of you about what to do right now, about how to get to that great idea. All sorts of possibilities. And the great thing about wonderful ideas is that that's what builds everything that we have around us. You know, this blackboard that I've just made that because I thought it was a great idea, rather than a whiteboard. Everyone's got whiteboards. But I had this wonderful idea. I know, I'll make one. That's it. Anyway, so we've had this amazing idea. It's popped into our head, and it becomes our goal. You know, okay, I've drawn a little tiny light bulb. There, little tiny light bulb. Actually, it could be quite a large light bulb. That's a great idea. That's what we're going to do. We all have those from time to time. Monstrous ideas. In fact, let's go make it bigger. Bigger idea. Excuse me. So we've had this amazing idea, and it takes over our lives. It takes over exactly. Oh wow, I know what to do. And then something else happens. Something else happens is that we get some sort of stuff slotting in between. We get a little bit of a layer of thinking slightly in between that says, oh, I really need that goal. I really need that goal. Like, oh God, life would be so lovely if I had that goal. And that's something to watch out for, because that creates a different feeling. Would you notice that? Oh, I really need something. I really need the 500K. Well, that becomes more about you than the goal. And we start to think about kind of the neediness of that. Now, what actually happens there? There's a really interesting point. I'm going to show you. Whoop, that side. New bulb appears. Same bulb. What happens is, though, we've now got a layer of spirally thought that's in front of it. And it's sort of moved it a little bit further away from us. We know less about the things that we need to do, or in fact the things that we're doing look like a bit of a drudge. but we still have this amazing goal that we want to go and do, but we have some thinking about, oh, I really, really need that. That would be great if I had that. And it just gets in our way. We're creating this. Now, without seeing this, without seeing that we create this spiral of stuff, we get enticed into the fact that, oh God, it was the wrong goal. And all of a sudden, you've got some more thinking in front of it. You've got some other stuff that's going on in front of it. So you've got yet another layer of thought, and it goes on and on and on. So let's try it. So all of a sudden, you've got layers. I'm still doing it. Layers of thought that's going up. And it takes you further away from this goal that's up here. Now, if you remember that the moment you had that amazing goal, that amazing idea, the moment you had that, everything became important. Everything became available to you as to kind of what to do. I can do this, and this. Let's go. Bang, you're away. All of a sudden, you've got all sorts of things you can do right now to achieve that goal. Let's get this right. That goal. And it becomes exciting and invigorating, and everything's right at your fingertips. Now, when this happens, a thought of, oh, I really want this goal, and a thought of, oh God, this is quite hard. Or a thought of, is this the right goal? Maybe I'm thinking it, this is the wrong goal. I should have maybe a different goal. And then there's this is hard work. There's so much to do. But I really want this goal. I really need this. And so this is what was happening with this lady. I really need this was the thought that kind of started the kind of a gentle kind of avalanche of, oh, I'm not so keen on this goal anymore. And all of a sudden you've got all sorts of things that you're putting in the way that's closing down your opportunities that are always still in front of you, the things that are just there to do. They're always there, but this thinking distracts you. The neediness of the goal distracts you from doing stuff, from getting to your goal. Now, you may or may not get to your goal. It's imaginary in the first place, so it doesn't really matter. But it drives us as humans to build these amazing things. The amazing things that we have around us, everything from the wheel to sending people to the stars. And rocket heading to the stars. And I've also drawn a wheel in as well, which is kind of up here somewhere. So, we're amazing things. We're amazing creatures to be able to feel our thinking and have it have a good idea. We can see what a good idea is. And we feel what a good idea is. We felt the wheel. And we likewise felt the rocket. Interestingly, we go through evolution of those things until we kind of perfect it. Those are good ideas as well. Those are goals too. We have an idea of how do we improve that. Anyway, so this is the thing. What I said to this amazing lady was that, I asked her one question. She'd given me a little bit of a background as to kind of what was going on. I said, well, what's your mind on? And she thought about it for a bit and thought, it's on this. It's the neediness, the need for the goal, rather than the goal itself. And when she saw that, it all fell away. It all fell away because she knew that she was creating that neediness. It comes from her, just like the idea did. The idea came from somewhere kind of almost beyond her, as it were. It kind of was in her all the time, and it just appeared to her as a fabulous idea. Let's go and do about it. Now, what we don't see is that when this toxic thinking, starts to grab hold and starts to invade us, it gives us this toxic feeling, it stops us. Without us seeing that it's our thinking, we make the assumption that actually it was the goal's fault that gave us this stuff. It's not. It can't possibly. But this acidic, toxic thinking tends to dilute our ability to go and do things because we can't see things that are right in front of us to go and do. Now, there's always something to go and do right now, always. But what we have is a sudden yearning, this toxic stuff, a yearning, a neediness for the goal. It's not helpful. It gets in our way, and we should stop it. The only way to stop it is to see that we've got feeling about it that's toxic, that's low. That's it. And know that it's us. It's us that's doing that rather than the goal. It can't possibly be the goal. Cannot possibly. We are creating that. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Please subscribe. Please share. Tell me what you think. If you like me drawing on a whiteboard and indulging my things here and me drawing, I love it. Then please share. Likewise, tell me about that. And also tell me about your stories of what you've seen. Really important. What you've seen in just seeing where your goal is and kind of what you're creating about it that's getting in your way. Be really useful. And also then the insights that you've had about, oh wow, it's me that's doing that. Tell me about those. I'd really like to hear from them. And let's meet some that side. Homeless Bob again. He's going to be on my right shoulder all the time, and he's going to show us about what's happening. That's all. Much love. Maybe next time with Eva on the road. Who knows? But this one is in the office. I suspect we'll be doing some more of these. Anyway, bye for now.